She protected him for decades. Stayed silent while the world praised him. But now, Cassie Davis, the beloved face of Tyler Perry's most iconic shows, has broken her silence. And what she revealed about Tyler Perry has not only stunned the industry, it's shaken the very foundation of one of Black Hollywood's biggest empires. This wasn't just another interview. This was a soul-bearing confession, one that revealed years of emotional pain, spiritual conflict, and a fallout no one saw coming. You thought you knew the truth behind the Tyler Perry machine? Think again. Because this changes everything. It all started with a quiet podcast. No cameras. No flashing lights. Just Cassie Davis, unfiltered, unscripted, and finally free to speak. In a single sit-down interview that quickly went viral, Cassie confessed the one thing fans had suspected for years: something had gone terribly wrong between her and Tyler Perry. For years, she had stood by his side, on stage, on screen, and behind the scenes. But now, her voice cracked with emotion as she said the words no one expected. "I love that man with all my heart, but we lost our way. We both did." And just like that, the silence was shattered. Before the glitz, the billion-dollar studios, the Madea movies and red carpets, there was a stage, a vision, and a cast of faithful believers who saw something in Tyler Perry long before Hollywood did. Cassie Davis was one of them. With her gospel heart, comedic brilliance, and undeniable presence, she joined Perry in the early 2000s when he was still grinding in stage plays. She wasn't a household name yet. But Tyler saw her. More importantly, he felt her spirit. She wasn't just a cast member, she was family. A spiritual anchor. Insiders described her as the one who would quote scripture backstage, lay hands on Tyler before premieres, and pray over the entire production crew. He leaned on her. Trusted her. Some even speculated the two were romantically involved, rumors they both denied. But what was clear was this: their bond was real. Unshakable. Or so it seemed. Together, they created House of Pain, Meet the Browns, Madea Goes to Jail, and so much more. Cassie Davis wasn't just acting, she was breathing life into Tyler's vision. So what happened? Then, without warning, she vanished. No announcement. No farewell. Just silence. Gone from House of Pain reboots. Absent from Medea's farewell tour. Missing from the Oval, Sistas, and all the glitzy BET projects Tyler was pumping out. Fans were confused. Heartbroken. Desperate for answers. Some said it was her health. Cassie had publicly shared her battle with Bell's palsy, a condition that affected her facial muscles. But others weren't convinced. Why didn't Tyler say anything? Why didn't Cassie? And why, after being the face of so many Tyler Perry productions, was she suddenly nowhere to be found? That's when the rumors began. In the now viral podcast, Cassie finally gave the answer. "We experienced what I can only call a season of distance," she said softly. It came from hurt. From misunderstandings. From needing peace more than performance. She wasn't angry. But she was broken. She said she would sit in her home, watching House of Pain reruns, and cry. Not because of the show, but because the audience didn't know what had happened. Because the person she once called a spiritual brother had grown distant. And then she said the sentence that broke the internet. "I watched Tyler Perry become everything we said we'd never be, and I loved him through it, even when it hurt." It wasn't just emotional. It was spiritual. Cassie revealed that the breaking point came during production meetings for one of Tyler's more risque shows, rumored to be The Oval or Ruthless. She had concerns. Concerns about the direction things were going. Concerns about content that no longer aligned with the values they once shared. I told him, "Tyler, this ain't what we started with. Where is the heart? Where is the healing?" His response? "This is business now. This is what sells." And with that, the foundation cracked. Cassie didn't argue. She didn't storm out. But she made a choice. "People thought I disappeared because of my health," she said. "And yes, I was healing. But more than that, I was grieving. Grieving a friendship. A brotherhood. A partnership I thought was unbreakable." When the interview dropped, the world split in two. Fans flooded social media, some cheering Cassie's bravery. Others accusing her of betrayal. "Tyler made you who you are," one viral comment read. "This is how you thank him?" But Cassie didn't clap back. Instead, she posted just one thing. "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Matthew 5 verse 10. She didn't name names. She didn't play the victim. She just stood in truth. A truth that many believed was long overdue. Even as gospel celebrities and faith leaders stayed silent, perhaps afraid of losing Tyler's favor, Cassie stood alone. "Some of y'all only love truth when it's convenient," she later posted on Instagram. Behind the scenes, the whispers grew louder. Sources from Tyler Perry Studios claimed the vibe had shifted. Meetings were tighter. PR teams were on high alert. And longtime collaborators? They were walking on eggshells. No official statement from Tyler Perry. No denial. No confirmation. Just silence. Meanwhile, at least 3 other former cast members hinted online at their own unspoken wounds. "Sometimes healing begins when the first domino falls," one actress cryptically posted. Church leaders who once praised Cassie's ministry quietly distanced themselves. Some refused to comment. Others ghosted her completely. "I didn't speak out to destroy anyone," Cassie later said in a smaller faith-based podcast. "I spoke out to free myself. And hopefully to help someone else know it's okay to speak truth even if it shakes the room." So what now? Tyler Perry built his empire on stories of forgiveness, redemption, faith, and second chances. And yet, one of the most loyal voices behind that brand has now exposed a painful truth. Sometimes, even faith can be lost in fame. Cassie Davis wasn't just another actress. She was a spiritual pillar. And her decision to step away, to speak out, has forced the entire Tyler Perry ecosystem into a moment of reflection. Fans are watching. Past collaborators are reevaluating. And the church? Slowly beginning to listen. Whether or not Tyler responds, the silence is speaking volumes. But Cassie? She's moved forward. She's returned to ministry. She's mentoring young women in entertainment. And above all, she's chosen peace over performance. "Sometimes your voice is the breakthrough someone else needs," she said. And in that moment, the healing began. This wasn't a scandal. It wasn't gossip. It was truth, spoken in love, rooted in faith, and wrapped in years of pain and loyalty. So now we ask you, do you believe Cassie Davis did the right thing by breaking her silence? Should Tyler Perry respond, or does his silence say more than words ever could? And more importantly, how many others are still silent, waiting for their moment to speak? Comment below. We're reading every single word. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this isn't just entertainment. This is a conversation about loyalty, truth, and what it really costs to protect your spirit in an industry built on performance. Let's talk about it.